Sup guys, Yugioh here, and before I get into the video, I just wanted to say that yeah, I did change my name. It is technically still the same thing. It's like you're gonna see it as Yugioh T Rai, right? Now there are two reasons I changed it to this. One, um, to me, it just sounds cool to me. It may sound stupid to some of you, and I understand it. I can see how it sounds stupid, but I like it. And secondly, is because I just wanted to give something easier to say, like something easier to look up, or like because having like Nistro Team Rising Heroes, having to look that up is tedious. I understand, so I put it as T Rai. Um, And I still have the Team Rising Heroes name. If you try to like tag me in the comments or something, it'll still say Team Rising Heroes in parentheses. Um, so nothing really changed. Like I'm still the same old person. It's just I like T Rai. It just sounds cool. It's shorter, simpler, more modern. All right, moving on.
Light up the world with a little more truth. I got a couple more words. Lights, camera, action. I'm looking for a change or a chain reaction. Lights, camera, action.
First off, I think that they killed just about every meta deck with this list. They killed Cleese, they killed Necros, they kinda killed BA, and they more than slaughtered Shadows. Now, the only unusable deck here, right now, at this very moment, would have to be Necros. It's only unusable as in, like, it no longer has the speed that it once had. And it's just near impossible to play a consistent Necros deck now that Rhoda's limited, Shrit's banned, Brionic's banned, not Rhoda, Prep is limited. So basically, almost every single searcher you have is at one, except for Klaus, and Klaus only searches the. Every good searcher you have, and Klaus you only use like one or two anyway. I wouldn't know. I never really played Nightcross, but yeah, you still have Klaus. The thing about Shadows is that people are saying is that the trains, if the trains were to come, Shadows would be more playable, as they wouldn't need construct. They could just rely on the towers fusion, right? Personally, that is a little believable, and but for right now, you're gonna have to deal with no construct, El Shadow fusion at one, mathematician at one, and it's like they just wanted to just like Konami just like absolutely crapped in Shadow's faces. All right, so next off, Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss is kind of nerfed on this list because they have Graph at 1 and Seer at 2. And Graph at 1, that does kind of kill the consistency of the deck. Not too much, but to a point where it can't really, like, I feel like this is going to be the point where Burning Abyss start to see less and less play. It's kind of going to be like earlier this year, where like Burning Abyss was seeing less and less play because Burning Abyss had a bad matchup against Necros when they first came out, and so Burning Abyss didn't see as much play. But eventually Burning Abyss got over it, and they did start to play again. And but now they have one Graph, two Seer, and the thing is that the reason why they didn't limit Seer or limit Dante is because Dante's only good with the Graf and Seer and Skarm thing, right? Dante isn't really good if he doesn't have. Dante's like just like a puzzle piece. He's only good with other cards. Really, he's really nothing by himself. That's why he's not limited. Graf by himself could get you a free Burning Abyss monster from the deck. Seer by itself could like loop you Dante, basically, until you can do another play. Seer can basically loop you Dante. So this is what I will call the fall of the Burning Abyss. This is where Burning Abyss has had their tipping point, and now they're going to start to fall off. Now, let me just address the elephant, or the elephants in the room. There are so many elephants in the room that it's hard to address them all. So, there's, first off, that tellers weren't really hit. Well, Rhoda's at 1. Wow, that's such a hit, man. Tellers suck anyway. I did predict wrong when I said that. Sorry, when I said that tellers would get hit, because even the smallest hit, all I wanted was either Altera or Deneb to 1, and I'll be fine. Never touch the deck again. But they put Rhoda to 1 because Rhoda can be used in way more decks. It kills Shadows as well, putting Rhoda to 1. Kill Shadow. No, not Shadows. Necros consistency as well. So it was kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone thing, except it was more of a shave on the back for tellers rather than an actual hit. People could argue Exciton, but Exciton is a generic rank 4 that blows up the field just because you have a disadvantage. You're gonna tell me that is that's gonna stop that's what tellers had. Tellers spam Trigger. That's really all they do. They spam Trigger, go into Diamond when they need to. Could probably go into Infinity when it comes out, and nothing really much other than that. And the next thing is Cleese. Cleese were hit with 2 cards. Towers being banned, and Scout being limited. Now, this doesn't necessarily stop the deck. I feel like Cleese, they didn't really top too much before. They were competitive, but they can't really top. They're more of something that stops rogue decks. That's the thing, is that these meta decks weren't a problem to themselves, but more to the rogue decks that couldn't do anything about them. So towers being gone, that's just thank you Konami, because now nobody has to worry about out to towers. Nobody has to base their side deck around it. Now all we have to worry about is Cosmo and Magic Specters, but Magic Spectre has a bad Cosmo matchup, so Cosmo's just gonna just slap everything around until we find something that can consistently beat Cosmo or can easily lock them down. Because not even Skill Drain stops them. And yeah. Most Cosmo players I don't know most Cosmo players, but I know I've seen a few Cosmo builds and I've seen Skill Drain. It's Skill Drain helps them more than it hurts them, and they could just bounce around, destruction. They could just Cosmos are crazy, man. Anyway, Shien to 3. Shien to 3, I'm making another video about that. About why that is not a good idea. It's going to be more of a 6 Samurai based video. So I'll save that from here. Everything else on the list, it's just pretty basic. Gear, and Spellbook of Fate. Spellbooks won't really come back unless you have Judgment. Gear Gears weren't all that to begin with. They were just kind of a little bit of a threat, a little relevant at the time they were made. But now I wouldn't say as much. You could probably try to play them. I don't really know how 3 gear would really shape the deck, but I do. But I guess it could do something. I don't know. I guess I addressed every elephant in the room. Oh yeah, the ritual beast fusion got limited. I forgot about that. Don't really care really. I mean, the only thing I really worry about in ritual beast is the trap card that just pops multiple monsters, equal to the number of ritual beasts. That's really the only thing you have to worry about in the ritual beast deck. Everything else is just, oh yeah, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. They're just gonna spend 10 turns doing a whole bunch of other crap. So in the current, like right after Dimension of Chaos comes out, Cosmo, Magic Spectre, top tier, right? Infernoids didn't really get hit. Infernoids aren't really gonna do anything unless they get lucky. But Cosmo and Magic Spectre don't really rely on the graveyard, so it's gonna be hard for Infernoids to really do something against them. I mean, Infernoids do still have Anuku and Deviati, just which could negate monster effects, but it's a little unlikely. They do banish them, so that only helps really. That only really helps Cosmo and Magic Spectre. I feel like they could kill everything except for Cosmo because Cosmos could just go around everything they can do. Like, I'm sorry, but just I've seen what Cosmos can do, and they're a little too good right now. I may be over exaggerating them, but it's just how I feel. I feel like Cosmo will just straight rape everything. What else? Right now, I mean, Psyframes can't really. They probably could do something, but it's unlikely. I haven't really seen any decent Psyframe builds yet. No offense to anyone who plays it, but get good. And Magicians, once the Magicians come out, that'll be probably the only deck that could stand up to Cosmo, from what I heard. And to me, it seems legit. It seems like Pendulum Magicians are going to have to be the only deck that we can use against Cosmo. So that's really how the format's going to have to turn out. Although Breakers of Shadow, though, once Breakers of Shadow hits in January, we're going to have to worry about Cyber Dragon Infinity. We're going to have to worry about all this and that and this and that. But, for right now, Cosmo, Magic Spectre, and next month in December, Magicians, it's really like this was going to be top right now. Someone may find some hidden tech, and it may just happen to be good and become relevant. But, for right now, those are really the only 3 decks you have to worry about after this list comes out. If you're like me, I'm just going to continue playing Rogue, not really worry about the ban list. It just makes these ban lists a little underwhelming when they don't bring stuff back, but they just hit everything. It does make it better, but you still have these top tier decks out here that you're still making. So you kind of fixed the year-long format, but you just put out another top tier deck that is pretty decent for its time. I don't know whether Cosmo at top notch could be Narcos at top notch, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just babbling on. Anyway, so you guys can tell me what you thought of the video in the description, or not in the description, in the comments, if you want. I know most people won't, or if you even watched up to this long, just tell me what you guys think of the new name, too, as well. And I will catch you guys on the next video.